Got him working now, y'all. Had to listen to an angel yesterday. You know, sometimes people is angels, you know, and we got angels and we got demons. You see what I'm saying? What I did yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because it worked. You know what I mean? I couldn't, when, you know, the car had a lock on it from it sitting for, you know, 2-3 years. So the car had a lock on the cord. And when I did, I couldn't find the cord to the lock, to the radio. So I've been pushing all kind of buttons like a dummy, and I fuck around and locked the shit, and the shit went off. But then I went somewhere, and, you know, to the car system place, and he was like, well, yeah, it'll be 150 if we diagnose it, and blah, 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 you know, put your code back in. Yeah, I said, man, so I left that part, and I was going to do it, and then I did my old school dance. Well, I'll just let an angel talk to me, and then another angel said, well, you got to go to the dealership. So I went to the dealership. The dealership angel said, well, it'll be an arm and a leg for you to get all that done. He said, well, I've been in that situation before. You just let the car sit for about 2 or 3 hours and, you know, just turn the key at a certain way in your ignition, and it said trigger the code. And when you see that code word, then you go ahead and put your code in, and then you can get your radio back. She said, you know, it takes great faith to do something like that because, you know, all cars different. You know, that shit just might be broke. So, you know, I'm thinking to myself, you know, when she said, you got to have great faith, that's one thing I got. God, I got great faith. So I said, oh, yeah, we in the game now, baby. Yeah, I got that. So when I saw I had great faith, it worked. So, you know, now I'm out here today, and, you know, it's a big day. It's a big day, you know what I mean? I still got to work the system a little bit, you see what I'm saying? Because, you know, Social Security, they looking, they waiting, they probably like, well, that 8 ain't good enough for him. I know he trying to go to work and get that extra 4. I know him pulling that 4 this week. But, you know, I got them, you see what I'm saying? I got them, you see what I'm saying? Because I wanted to do this, you know, my other shit with my car, but then I've been thinking, like, look at that. Ain't no lights glowing, everything looking beautiful. You see what I'm saying? That's because I hit that gas station up. See, gas make a big difference in your car, you know. That plus gas. You see what I'm saying? I don't use regular gas because, you know, like when you're dealing with the rich folks don't use regular gas in their car. You know, she said, well, I can't switch to regular gas. I'm using plus or premium. I'm like, oh yeah, that's okay. So, you know, my car, my shit, like, it comes to life, you know, like in numerous ways with this type of gas, by the way. You see what I'm saying? Because it's in good condition. That's all I gotta say. You see what I'm saying? And it feels good to ride with my radio, you know what I mean? I mean, this shit feel good. I miss my radio, but you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta suffer, you know, when you ain't got it. So I suffer for a little while, but it feel good when you can get it back again like that. You see what I'm saying? You know, I did jail time. You know what I mean? I done did time. You know, I done sat somewhere, and I had to get my mind right. I knew what I wanted when I got out. You see what I'm saying? I had to have that spot. You know what I mean? Get to my girls. You see what I'm saying? And I've been living in the west side back then. And when I got out of jail, I moved in the north side, and I did the same shit. I get another pit bull. I get another spot. And get another car. You see what I'm saying? The kind of car that outdo the rest. You see what I'm saying? And as a hustler, I was the best. So now that I get Social Security and I live the street life, you know, I do it in a survival sense. So it's a lot better than the rest of those guys out there, even as they hustle. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and I like that. You see what I'm saying? And I was trained to be that way. You know, you got to train yourself to do certain things. If you can't just be, you know, you can't just, what's the word for it? You can't just say you know how to do something if you ain't really know how to do something. You feel me? Just like saying you know how to do something, you don't know how to do it. There's a lot of things, you see what I'm saying? I know how to drive a car, but I don't know all the kind of shit that goes on in a car. You see what I'm saying? Just like we could be riding a car could straight up shut off, God forbid. And I wouldn't know anything about that. but to have faith and say a prayer, and hopefully it goes again. You know, you can't do everything. Sometimes it takes the big man up there. You see the big man? It takes the big man to make certain things happen for you. And that's a lot of things people, that's what makes me different from a lot of people, because a lot of people feel they money make them, or, you know, money couldn't save that right there. You see what I'm saying? You had to get word from an angel to do that. You see what I'm saying? They say, oh, God can't talk. You don't know. God never heard God talk. But see, God do talk. And I know when God talking to me. And God is the reason why that radio bumping right now. See what I'm saying? God is the reason I can do this like that. You know, plug my little thing to my phone and start listening to my songs. He the reason. You feel me? I'm going back and listening to Big Rob. You know what I mean? It's actually make you cry. I'll see you in a little bit.